Jai Shri Krishna and welcome to my channel where I bring to you all stories from the rich Indian history. If you're interested in such tales, be sure to leave a like on this video and comment Jai Shri Krishna. Today I will share with you all a beautiful story of Shree Krishna and his Gopis. Narada Muni once approached Lord Krishna and asked him why among all his Gopis Radha Rani was given a special place. Being a god, how can he show such a partiality? What happened next? Listen now. Narad Muni was on his habitual tour of the world and happened to be around Vrindavan. The presence of Lord Krishna had left an obvious impact on the place. The grass was greener, the trees were taller, the flowers smelt sweeter, and wildlife coexisted in perfect harmony. As he walked around, appreciating the splendor of the locale, the silence in the air was broken by a melody. Suddenly, everything seemed to gravitate towards the sweet sound, and Narad Muni was not immune to its charm. He followed the notes, and soon he approached a large tree, and there he was, bathed in divine light and completely engrossed in the melody of his flute, Lord Krishna. Narayan, Narayan, said Narad Muni as he approached Lord Krishna. My Lord, accept my prayers and bestow upon me your divine grace. I was passing through the area and I must say, what a beautiful and serene landscape this place has become. It is like a utopia within this realm, akin the Devaloka itself. It is lovely to see you, Rishi Narada. And yes, Vrindavan has changed for the better, but it is not my doing. The people here are the magicians. They have accepted me as one of their own, and just for that, I am forever in their debt. Lord Krishna replied, a god indebted to humans? These are truly big words, my lord. But since we are on this topic, I have been meaning to ask you something. May I have the honor? Narad Muni said. O Rishi, you need not seek permission. Please go ahead with your question. Lord Krishna replied. Narad Muni had garnered a reputation of being an instigator, and Lord Krishna was well aware of this. He knew that through the course of history, a simple statement by this divine rishi had caused major events, and he had a feeling that the question to come was going to attract something divine. Talks of your various Leelas on this mortal realm are the topic of discussion across the entirety of Devaloka, and some say even in that dark Patal Loka. However, the question I have is something I personally wanted to ask. You surround yourself with your friends and gopis, and you are known to show the same love and care towards them all, save for one, Radha. No matter how much love the others get from you, she always gets that little bit extra. You get Gopis flowers, but for Radha, it's an entire bouquet. You play regular melodies for your Gopis and friends, but Radha is treated to compositions unheard. I can go on, but I think you get the point, my lord. What I want to know is why do you keep Radha Rani on a whole other pedestal as compared to the others? What is different about her devotion that she is deserving of your undivided attention? Narad Muni said with the hint of a playful smirk on his face. Rishi Narada, I think instead of giving you a reply in words, why not give you a practical demonstration? Lord Krishna replied, as you can see, my gopis, including Radha, are currently working their daily chores in the village. Go to them and tell them that Krishna was playing the flute in the forest when he suddenly felt a pang of weakness and is now overrun with fever. He can be treated with dirt from your feet. Say this to them and bring me the dirt from their feet. Narad Muni was taken aback by this strange request, but then again it was he who asked the question, and who was he to deny the request of a god? He proceeded towards the location where the gopis were hard at work. On seeing a sage approach them, They stopped what they were doing and rushed to seek his blessings. Bless you all, my dears, but I'm here on urgent business. I was passing through the forest and spotted Lord Krishna lying under a tree, flushed with fever. I tried to treat him, but nothing worked out. With some luck, I was able to get him to talk, and he told me, with his gasping voice, that the only thing that can treat him is a paste made from feet dirt. I wanted to offer the dirt from my feet, but it would be a sin for me, which is why I have come to you. You love your Krishna, and I hope you can oblige this request. Narad Muni said. The gopis were in shock, as it was not very common to see the beloved Krishna falling prey to a fever. It had been a long time, but this time it seemed to be worse. They never denied any request of his, but to ask for the dirt from their feet sounded a bit strange, even for him. The group started discussing amongst themselves as Narad Muni watched on in intrigue. A few minutes later, a few gopis came forward, seemingly ready to offer the dust from their feet. Narad Muni placed the basket in front of them, but was shocked to see them standing with their hands folded and tears in their eyes. O Rishi, whenever our Krishna has made a request, we have always accepted. But this request, the dirt from our feet, how can we defile our God like this? If it was anything else that could cure his fever, we would offer it without a question. But how can we let the dirt from our feet touch his pure form? The gopi said. But my dear, this is the only way to heal your dear Krishna. If you do if you do not honor this wish, then I am afraid your God will have to suffer through his fever for who knows how long. Will none of you oblige the request of your ailing God? Narad Muni said. There was a collective sigh of sorrow and the atmosphere grew silent. Just then there was a breeze of air that carried with it a scent that dispelled the darkness of the moment. Everyone looked towards the direction of the scent, and they saw her running gracefully towards the gathering, wearing her beautiful ghagra, the graceful and ever glowing Radha. What is the commotion? I saw the gathering from afar and spotted the rishi. I thought you all were here to seek his blessings, but on closer inspection, I saw a few dropped heads. What has happened? Where's my Krishna? Radha said anxiously. There was no response as the gopis looked at each other, waiting for someone to relay the news. Before they could respond, Narad Muni stepped forward and gave his blessings to Radha. I was passing through the forest and saw Krishna lying under a tree, flushed with fever. On reviving him, he told me that the only cure to his fever was a paste made out of the dirt from the feet of town people. I asked everyone, but no one wants to besmirch their God with the dirt of their feet. I'm afraid I must go back to him and tell him that he has to suffer through the fever, he said. Radha was in shock and looked at the gopis with a rare anger on her face. Our Krishna is suffering in the forest, and all he wants is the dirt of our feet. How is this an impossible request? Radha asked the gopis angrily. Vrindavan has been purified with the arrival of Krishna. Every blade of grass, every stone and pebble in our path, the winds that flow through this place, every drop of water, even the insects and animals have been purified by his presence. When, when this is the case, how can you say that the dirt on your feet is impure? Every bit of land, water, and air that has come in contact with my Krishna has been purified, even the dirt on our feet. Narad Muni, who was listening to every word, decided to play devil's advocate and said, But my dear, what you say is your perspective, and I applaud it. But the fact is, dirt is dirt, and applying dirt on a god is not just a normal sin, but will automatically condemn you to hell. Is that what you want? Spending the afterlife suffering in Patal Loka, while Krishna resides in Devaloka? My Krishna told you that the only cure to his fever is the dirt from our feet, and to me, the only thing that matters is his well being. If that means spending 10 lifetimes in Pataloka, so be it, Radha replied. Radha approached Narad Muni, took the basket and rubbed off the dirt on her feet into it, and then helped him make the paste and left for her chores. Narad Muni approached Lord Krishna, who was waiting under the tree, smiling towards the rishi. Narayan, Narayan. Narad Muni said, My lord, what can I say? As always, I present a conundrum, and you present me with experiences that shake me to my core. May you always have a conundrum for me, Rishi Narada, for without you, life would be a dull, mundane affair. Lord Krishna said with a chuckle. Now excuse me, for I have to get back to my people and offer my thanks to Radha. Lord Krishna took out his flute and started playing a whole new tune and began walking towards the village while Narada Muni looked on in awe. And like this, Shree Krishna beautifully demonstrated to Narada Muni and the whole world why Radha Rani was not just a gopi, she was a special part of his life. I hope this story has been to your liking and has given you something to take away. Thank you all so much for listening to this story. And be sure to leave a like on this video as it will help the channel with the algorithm. Also make sure you comment Jai Shri Krishna in the comment section. I'll see you in the next tale. Jai Shri Krishna.